We gotta come right through their line. Someone missed the memo. Here come the Elks.
The defense, 14, Carly. The defense, 19, Sophie Seidel. The forward, 25, Joey Allen. The forward, 24, Sandy Henderson. The forward, number 22, Andy Fuller. Outside line for goal, Lightning. A goal number 1, Lightning Lightning. Defense, 5, Charlie Madison. Defense, number 7, Allie Leclerc. Forward, number 21, Molly Burris. Forward, number 6, Charlie Reed. Forward, number 12, Ruby Bishop.
Good game. Okay, so we're about to get ready for the puck drop. We got Andy Huslett going to take the draw at center ice. Tony Alm to her right and Henriksen to her left. Seidel and Humphrey playing defense. As the puck comes off, controlled by Grand Rapids and dumped in deep. Seidel temporarily stopped the puck and pushes it around the backside of the goal. Stolen right off the bat from Grand Rapids and a shot to the near corner. Puck slapped him into the far corner. A quick pass to Tony Alm at center ice. Couldn't control it. The Lightning bring it back in. Alm tries to clear it. Kept in by defensive. The shot blocked by Huslett. Sends to the far boards. And the puck is thrown up the ice. And icing's waved off. Huslett does a good forecheck. Hits the puck in the corner. Half the Elks should have changed. Balabon to Huslett. Annika Carlson working forward in the corner. Number 7, Matson gives her a hand. The Lightning come across. Bring it through neutral zone. Loose puck. Picked up by the Elks. But Grand Rapids brings it back in. Battle for the puck. Goes in deep and behind the Elks goal. Thrown up, stolen by Grand Rapids and dumped back down behind the net. Hannah Drake gets it, goes D to D behind the net. Up all by herself, number 27, Deal. Deal went for a change. Thrown up, Wilson got a stick on it, but not enough to stop it there. Charlie Humphrey sends it to Hansberger up the far boards. Back in, loose puck in the neutral zone. Picked up by Grand Rapids. Charlie Humphrey able to poke it away over to the far boards in the far corner. Hansberger gets a centering pass blocked by Grand Rapids. Wilson gets the puck and sends it across the ice. Oh, and that was it. I'm sorry, that was Emma Thomas. Tony Alm does the forecheck, knocked back in by Balabon behind the Grand Rapids goal up the near boards. Charlie Humphrey able to knock it deep into the zone back in the corner. Throwing off the far boards. A quick shot blocked by number 20 of Grand Rapids. Balabon able to throw it back down. Grabbed out of the air by Henriksen, but Grand Rapids comes away with it. We got a 2-on-2. Grand Rapids with the puck all alone on the far boards back to their point. A shot from the point steered into the near boards by Brandt. Tried to keep it in. Henriksen chasing for the puck in between two Lightning players. Grand Rapids brings it behind their goal and throws it up the ice just out of the reach of Balabon. And icing is the call on Grand Rapids. So the Elks will come back into their offensive zone. 13 minutes, 31 seconds left of the first period. No score yet. Maya Hort will take the draw for the Elks. Close to the near boards. Quick out to Hannah Drake. A shot on goal. Tipped in front by a Grand Rapids player, but just wide. Grand Rapids was able to throw it out. and Elks will have to take up. Grand Rapids working on the near boards in the offensive zone of the Elks. Knocked away and through the stick. Balaban, D-to-D pass to Hannah Drake, picked up by number 7, Jenny Matson, and on number 11, Annika Carlson gives chase to it. Intercepted by Emma Thomas. A shot blocked, another shot up high across the crease. Grand Rapids grabs the puck and comes out of their zone, makes her way through the neutral ice and dumps it deep. Brand back behind the goal to stop it. The Elks come up. Humphrey comes across, throws the puck in, but deflected onto the near boards glass. And Grand Rapids comes away with it again. Loose puck, gathered in by Seidel. Cross ice pass to Hansberger, and then Wilson knocks it in deep behind the Grand Rapids goal. Kept in by Hansberger, and she dumps it down deep to Wilson. Centering pass, nobody there. Carly Humphrey makes a pass and it goes off somebody and hits the side of the net. Seidel to Huslid, taken away by Grand Rapids, and they come out with a 3-on-2. Brandt pushing the puck back and covers it up. 11 minutes, 36 seconds left of the first period. No score. Got a little bit of a back and forth game. Huslid to take the draw for the Elks. Puck comes up to the Grand Rapids point and they send it down deep behind the goal. Works their way around the near corner. A centering pass knocked away. It looked like Hendrickson got a stick on it. Grand Rapids brings it in, untouched, sends it in. Oh, just wide of the goal. Hendrickson tries to clear it. Grand Rapids keeps it in and sends it back down to the far boards. Balaban sends it behind the net. Grand Rapids gets the puck on the near corner from their point. And shot, tipped away from the goal. Hendrickson doesn't get all of that. Gets it out to neutral zone though. Where Grand Rapids brings it in. Centering pass. Brandt able to knock it back behind the goal again. Balaban gets it, shoots it up the ice off the stick of I can't see Maya Hort. And the icing will be the call, and they'll come back down to the Elks defensive zone. 10 minutes, 38 seconds left of the first period. Still no score. Hort will take, Deal will take the draw for the Elks. Off the draw, Hort gets a hold of it a little bit, but the puck comes back into center ice and shot down around the goal to the far corner. Grand Rapids still having the puck knocked up the sideboards. A shot blocked by Deal. And she brings it up in the neutral ice and dumps it in the zone. Number 11, Annika Carlson got the puck. Balaban takes a shot, backhand, and goes off a player and goes to the back boards. Grand Rapids shoots it around the near boards. A shot right back behind the goal as Hansberg gives chase. Puck flipped up, knocked away by Carly Humphrey, and she gets the puck again in the defensive zone. As she goes up, brings it across the blue line into the offensive zone. A shot goes off the blocker of the goalie. Elks able to keep it in, but flip back in. Stopped short of going deep from Grand Rapids. Hansberger sends it up. And then flip down to Carly Humphrey and over to Hansberger across ice. Puts it up the board, trying to go around her for Wilson, but unable to do so. Puck flipped out of play by Grand Rapids. Face-off will be just outside the Elks offensive zone. Emma Thomas will take the draw for the Elks. Puck goes in the offensive zone. Hansberger able to hold it in there while she gets some help. Elks come away with it. Wilson knocked back, but knocked out by Grand Rapids. We have a 2-on-1. Seidel defending. A shot. Brand makes the blocker save. Hansberger makes a wonderful diving attempt at getting rid of it, and the puck sent down into the near corner. Emma Thomas battling for the puck. Seidel puts it behind the net. Balaban in the far corner sends it up the ice to Hansberger, who grabs it, brings it across the center line, and throws it in deep. Grand Rapids goalie out to stop the puck behind the goal, and a long pass up the center ice for Grand Rapids. They take it deep into the zone. Shot goes just wide. As the Elks come in, it looks like there's a delayed penalty on the Elks. It'll be Andy Hueslet, I believe, for hooking. And that'll put Grand Rapids on a power play and the Elks on a penalty kill. 2 minutes Hueslet for hooking at 8 minutes and 15 seconds left of the first period. Tony Alm will take the draw for the Elks in their defensive zone. Off the draw, goes to the point. Grand Rapids' big scorer is number 12. His name is Mercury Adams, I believe, or something like that. Mercury something. Shot from the point. Glove saved by Brandt. As 16 seconds ticked off the clock of Hueslet's penalty. Elks killing the penalty so far. 7 minutes, 58 seconds left of the first period. Wilson will come in and Emma Thomas. Rounding it out will be Hannah Drake and Carly Humphrey. Grand Rapids at the point, center ice. Loose puck. Tried to be knocked out of the zone. Quick shot into the middle. Brandt, what a beautiful glove save on a hard shot. Minute 30 seconds left of the penalty kill for the Elks. Emma Thomas will take the draw again for the Elks. Dropped into the far corner where the clearing attempt was blocked. A quick shot by number 12, their star player, goes wide as Grand Rapids picks it up on the near boards and puts it out into the center ice. A quick cross ice pass intercepted by Carly Humphrey, who brings it in and knocked away by their defense into the near boards. Shot across ice to Grand Rapids, and they'll form their power play. They bring it behind the net, tries to throw it in front, knocked away. Up to the point. Near boards. Carly Humphrey able to knock it back. A quick shot, blocked by Brandt. This sits behind the goal, pulled back into under the pads of Brandt. Makes the save. 25 seconds left of the penalty kill. Good kill by the Elks so far. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left of the first period. Still no score, but the Elks are on a penalty kill. Hansberger takes the draw. Puck gets sent out to center ice at the blue line and comes out. Backhanded in. Grand Rapids going to have to touch up. Puck thrown out to the blue line of Grand Rapids and thrown back in. Should be icing. Icing's the call on the ice. 6 minutes and 24 seconds left of the first period. 10 seconds left of the Elks penalty kill. Hueslet's up in the box, ready to get out. Looks like Tony Alm will take the face-off for the Elks. Thrown up the ice. A blind throw up the ice. Knocked away by Seidel. As that penalty is killed. Working the near boards is Grand Rapids. Taken away by Huslett and thrown all the way down the ice. And it'll be icing on the Elks. Good penalty kill for the Elks. 5 minutes and 59 seconds left of the first period. Still no score. Deal will take the draw for the Elks. Loose puck off the face-off. The defenseman's able to throw it down the near boards. Knocked away by, looked like Fort. A shot goes off the shoulder of Brandt, steered towards the near boards, thrown back down deep by their defense. Balaban fighting for it behind the net. Grand Rapids comes away with it, pass up to their point. Point sends it down along the boards and back up. The shot goes wide. Elks work on the far boards and able to clear the zone. Thrown back in. Grand Rapids will have to touch up. Matson with the puck throws it up in the zone and back again by Grand Rapids as they come across. Grand Rapids works it around the boards, knocked away by Deal. Wilson tries to clear the puck, and finally the Elks are able to do that as Grand Rapids regroups in the middle ice. Brings it in deep. It was centering pass. Knocked away, and Wilson ices the puck to bring face-off back down in the Elks defensive zone. 4 minutes and 42 seconds left of the first period. Still no score. Emma Thomas will take the draw from the Elks in their defensive zone. Emma Thomas wins the draw. Balaban sends it behind the net. Grand Rapids is waiting for it. Emma Thomas pretty much checked into the boards in the near corner. Taken away by Grand Rapids after the Elks clear it. Balaban shoots it back up into Grand Rapids territory. No icing. Throwing up the boards, and should be an icing, but waved off. Icing waved off by early, not sure why. Hannah Drake looks like she's coming up with a head of steam. Tries to center. There's a penalty called on Grand Rapids, I believe. Hannah Drake hit the boards pretty hard. And the Elks will go on a power play. Hannah's able to get up. She looks like she's limping. I hope she's okay. Her teammates helping her out. The thing about Elks hockey, we're all tough. So they get their power play crew up in there. Huslett looks like she'll center, take the draw. Henriksen to her left and Alm to her right. Carly Humphrey and Seidel. The face-off is cleared into the defensive zone of the Elks by Grand Rapids. Throwing up the ice to Alm. Huslett tries to make a shot, is knocked off the puck. And Grand Rapids throws it all the way down. Brandt out of the goal. Humphrey comes back, gets the puck, sends it up. A pass too hot to handle for Henriksen, and icing's the call. 1 minute 32 seconds left of the power play for the Elks. 3:28 left in the first period, still no score. Huslett takes the draw. Elks come away with it. Puck comes up in the neutral ice. Tony Alm gets the puck. brings it in. Quick shot, just wide. And the puck is shot all the way down. No icing because it doesn't look like Grand Rapids touched it, but again, they're on a penalty kill. Icing on the Elks will bring it back down in their defensive zone. And the Elks will change it. Emma Thomas will take the draw for the Elks. Puck goes into the near corner. Carly Humphrey back, gets the puck and brings it out. Pass across the ice to Emma Thomas. Couldn't control it, and the puck sends all the way back down into the Elk zone. Carly Humphrey gets it, brings it out of the zone. Pass up to Emma Thomas, unable to handle it, and back in. Offsides is the call. 44 seconds left of the Elks power play. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left of the first period. No score. Emma Thomas will take the draw. Puck sent into the offensive zone for a moment. Back out. Humphrey gets the puck. Hands it up to Hansberger, who runs for the puck into the far corner. Knocked back to Seidel. Looked like Wilson got the puck. Quick shot. Carly Humphrey makes a quick shot over the top of the net. Seidel gets tripped going down the boards. Oh, and a quick shot by Wilson just goes off the side of the net. Wilson battling for the puck. Seidel gets it at the point and sends it back down. She's hit again. Grand Rapids gets the puck and comes out of the zone. Penalty expires for Grand Rapids. Loose puck. A shot on Brandt. She makes a good save, but a big rebound. Puck goes to the far boards. A shot on net. And Brandt makes an easy save there and bring a face-off in the Elks defensive zone. Elks couldn't get anything going for that power play that just killed. 1 minute 43 seconds left of the first period. Huslett takes the draw for the Elks. Puck goes to the far boards where Valabon battles for it with Huslett. Huslett comes away with it, but taken away by Grand Rapids, still working the far boards. Sends it behind the goal. A centering pass. Brandt makes a beautiful save and dives on a rebound to bring a whistle. Wonderful save by Brandt on a point-blank shot. Valabon comes away with it, sends it to the near boards where Alm gets it and brings it back behind the net and sends it up the board or up the middle of the ice. And an icing will be the call on the Elks. One minute, 13 seconds left. Puck comes to the point, a D-to-D pass. The Grand Rapids goes behind the net. Valabon brings it around the back of the net. Alm gets the puck and thought somebody was out there, and it goes all the way down, and icing is the call. Elks tried to get a change in, but the refs want their original players back in on the icing. Well, Thomas takes the draw. Valabon sends it behind the net to the other Valabon, who sends it up on the near boards. Back behind the net again. A quick shot, ran into a little player skate. The Puck's put all the way down into the Elks offensive zone. Grand Rapids brings it behind the net. As Hansberger takes it away, got an open player in the slot. Wilson just missed it, skating by it. Knocked in by Seidel, but Grand Rapids comes away with it, puts it across ice, and a shot, a kick pad save. Grand Rapids behind the net. 8 seconds left of the period. Working up the near boards. A drop pass to the defense, and a blocker save, and the follow-up shot didn't count because of the whistle, but no score after the first period. 10 shots on goal for Grand Rapids and 3 for the visiting Elks. We'll take a break. Elks come out to begin the second period. This period, the Elks will go from right to left. Grand Rapids left to right. Houston will take the draw for the Elks to begin the second period. Still no score. Grand Rapids takes the draw, controls, and sends it down the board to where Carly Humphrey gets the puck and sends it up to Danny Henriksen, who throws it in deep. Goes around to the far corner. Worked out. We got a 3-on-1 against the Elks. A hard back check and a shot goes way high over Brandt and the goal. Huslett able to throw the puck up the boards to Henriksen. Back to Huslett. Puck's dumped in deep behind the Grand Rapids goal. Tony Alm, strong forecheck there. Back up to the point where Seidel shoots. Loose puck in the slot. And a puck thrown back onto the glass behind the goal where Grand Rapids gets it. And cross ice pass knocked away by Seidel. Looks like Deal had a tripping problem. Elks send it back deep. Grand Rapids works up a centering shot, broken up by Grand Rapids. Annika Carlson working on it with, I think it's Deal. Working up the near boards. Grand Rapids gets it and brings it into neutral ice. A shot kind of blocked by Hannah Drake. She's back in. It's good to see her skating again. Oh, she's able to knock away, but she's able to keep going, Hannah Drake. Throwing into Annika Carlson, taken away. The puck in. Oh, and a backhand shot goes over the shoulder of Brandt for the game's first goal for Grand Rapids. 15 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second period. Emma Thomas takes the draw for the Elks. Elks control, send it up the near boards. Hansberger ridden off the puck. Sent back up, Alabon able to throw it back down. Hansberger fighting for it with Wilson. And the Grand Rapids brings it through neutral zone, throws it on net, steered into the near corner by Brandt. Hansberger with the puck in the defensive zone, throws it up to Wilson, who dumps it deep into the Grand Rapids zone. Cross ice pass, a little too hot. Carly Humphrey got it, and over to Alm, and she able to dump it down into the Grand Rapids zone. Tried to throw it out. Alm makes the stop, keeps it in, but flipped back out again. Where Carly Humphrey takes control and brings it across the blue line. She's sandwiched, but sends one Grand Rapids player flying. Alabon gets it, throws it down deep behind the Grand Rapids goal. Alabon takes a shot and a glove save. "13 minutes, 57 seconds left of the second period, and the Elks are down 1-0 on a goal not too long ago. Huslett able to clear it. A quick shot by Alm, almost saw its way through. Ended up, goalie had to save it by the blocker pad. And cross ice pass to Balabon, not able to keep it in the zone. He sends it across ice to Huslett, who just bounces over her stick. Henriksen able to send it in deep, but Grand Rapids takes control. Cross ice pass into the offensive zone. Seidel gives chase, takes her player out. A shot on goal, and a second shot. Rebound into the slot where there's a third shot, and she finally is able to cover it up. Thomas takes the draw and sends it into the near corner. Sardell made a run for it. Grand Rapids gets it out to their point. Tries to send it down the boards with blocked. And then blocked again, trying to get it out of the zone. And Thomas sends it up to Wilson. And loose puck in the neutral zone. Thomas takes it in, but taken right back out by Grand Rapids. Got a 3-on-1 as the Elks are able to ride it out. As bounced, we got Annika Carlson on a breakaway. So, quick save, goes into the slot in front, but nobody's there. Puck sent up the ice. It should be icing on Grand Rapids, and it is. With 12 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second period. Great scoring opportunity for the Elks, but unable to capitalize on it. Grand Rapids iced the puck, so it brings it down into their defensive zone. Maya Hort will take the draw for the Elks. Puck goes to the far boards, back to the point to Carly Humphrey. He sends it up the boards into the slot. There's a puck, slow roller into the slot. Working up the near boards. Balaban's able to push it back with Matson. Grand Rapids comes out with it. Brings it into the zone. A hard shot. Blocker saved by a loose puck in the slot. Grand Rapids maintains control, sends it back to the point. Shot way high into the side. Point, glove save by Brandt. "11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the second period, and the Elks are down 1-0. Puck goes out to the Grand Rapids point, and they send it down around the near corner, going back into the corner. Centering pass, taken away by Carly Humphrey. She's got a 1-on-2, 2-on-2. She goes around one player, and a shot through the crease. Grand Rapids behind their goal. Pops the puck out. Tony Alm on it. She centers it. Puck gets deflected into the far corner. Alm takes a shot. Another shot by Balaban, and the glove saved by the Grand Rapids goalie. Drawing the Elks offensive zone. Seidel keeps it in. Throws it towards the net. And a backhand from the side of the net. Hansberger makes a shot, but it's gloved by the goaltender. Quick shot goes wide from Wilson. Thomas able to keep it in, send it back down the boards, where Hansberger gets the puck. Shooting a score! Elks score! And a wonderful off the point. Hansberger takes control, skates into the slot, and shoots and scores. Tying the game at 1-1. Right? We did read that. So we did it. Grand Rapids controlled out the draw, but lost the puck, and the Elks sent it down into the far corner, around behind the goal. Wilson battling for it on the far boards with Emma Thomas. Puck goes to the point. Carly Humphrey takes a shot and ran into bodies. Hansberger fighting for it behind the goal. Knocked behind into the far corner. Emma Thomas goes for the puck as Grand Rapids exits their zone. Defended by Humphrey. Ice shot across the ice from Annika Carlson. Looks like Deal's battling for the puck against two Grand Rapids players. He shot into the slot in the backhand. A slow roller under the glove of the Grand Rapids goalkeeper. 9 minutes and 43 43 seconds left of the second period. We got a tie game. Deal taking the draw. Oliveria back along with Carly Humphrey. Humphrey's able to keep it in and sends it down to the far corner, where Grand Rapids puts it behind the net and works it across the near boards. Oliveria tried to stop it in, but pass across the ice to Grand Rapids, who circles behind the Elks net. Into the slot. A blocker saved by Brandt. And the rebound comes out to the blue line, where it's almost knocked away for a breakaway by Port. Grand Rapids comes away. We got a 1-on-2, knocked away by Humphrey and sent all the way down into the Grand Rapids zone for icing, which will bring the draw back into the Elks defensive zone with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left of the second period. Again, we got a 1-1 tie. Puck goes into the far corner, goes a funny bounce off the glass, but sent up. Huslid gets around one player, shoots a little wide. Puck goes on the far boards and comes out across the blue line, where Balaban gets it and sends it over to Henriksen. Tries to get it in deep, met with a little resistance there. Balaban and Huslid were battling for it. Henriksen tried to make a shot and went off the player as Grand Rapids comes out of his zone. Dumps it in deep. Icing's waved off. Grand Rapids tries to get to their point. A shot from the point. Saved by Brandt, but that steers up into the net on the far corner. And we'll have a face-off in the Elks defensive zone. Oliveria off the draw on the near boards. They send another weird hop off the glass. A centering pass in the slot. Sent out, blocked by Hansberger on a shot. Hansberger able to bring it into the zone. Wilson tried to keep it in. Icing's waved off when Grand Rapids tried to bring it forward. Oliveria throws it up the ice and then right back into the zone. Grand Rapids had to touch up, and the puck thrown all the way down on net, so there'll be no icing. Tried to throw it out. Wilson centers the puck, and a shot just wide on a backhand. Puck brought out, taken control by the Elks, and shot right back in by Wilson as the Elks make a change. Tried a long pass, fanned on that pass. The Lightning work it through the far boards and into the near boards and thrown in too wide of the net. Goes into the far boards. Thrown back behind the net again by Grand Rapids. Carly Humphrey defending a quick pass through the slot. Tony Alm gets it, backhands it into the neutral zone, but thrown back in. Seidel takes control behind the Elks goal. Tries to turn around, lost the puck, but Grand Rapids picks it up and skating to the slot. A shot blocked by Heaslid and went to the far boards. Elks able to get it out of the zone. Grand Rapids brings it through the neutral zone and throws it into the Elks defensive zone, goes behind the net. Skating on the far boards. A centering shot / pass goes right through to the far corner. Pass across ice. Grand Rapids can control it, and the puck's back in their defensive zone. They move up. Shot on net. Blocker saved by Brandt. Seidel able to throw it around to the near boards behind the net, but sent back down around behind the goal. And in the far corner, Seidel able to clear the puck into the neutral zone, where Grand Rapids throws it right back in. Humphrey gets the puck and backhands it out in the neutral zone. Humphrey able to throw it deeper into the defensive zone. Humphrey again with the puck. Nice shot, goes high and wide. Grand Rapids deal behind, tries to center the pass, nobody's home. Balaban sneaks through a few people into the slot, and the puck gets tied up behind on the net. So we'll bring a face off. So the face off comes out of the zone. Off the draw, puck goes deep into the Elks defensive zone, throws it off the far boards, and a shot from the point, gloved by Brandt. Puck goes to the point, slap shot, blocked in the front by Balaban, and sent to the far boards. Wilson tries a cross-ice pass, too far for his intended target, but Emma Thomas throws it in. Wilson had a quick shot from the slot, goes just wide, centering pass, nobody there. Hansberger goes after the puck. Balaban not able to keep it in, passes to his sister, another Balaban, and dump back deep into the Elks offensive zone. The Grand Rapids brings it out. Tony Alm blocks a pass, goes after the puck, just barely beat by a Grand Rapids player. Alm again with the puck, able to get it this time, and it goes into the zone with Huslid, thrown against the near boards and out of the zone, where Huslid picks it up and brings it right back in. Huslid lost it. Henriksen picked it up and sent it down deep to Alm. Loose puck comes away with the Grand Rapids, and a quick pass across means icing for Grand Rapids, and the puck will come back for a draw in the Elks offensive zone with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left of the second period. We got a tie game, 1-1. Huslid takes the draw. Puck sitting underneath the face-off circle. Tony Alm dumps it deep behind the goal. Thrown back behind the goal by Grand Rapids. As they work their way out of the zone, we got a 3-on-2 odd man rush. A shot and a glove save, but it couldn't hold it. Thrown into the middle of the ice to the point, blocked by Huslid, and again thrown out of the zone. A loose puck thrown Down the ice by Ulm, and the icing, and we'll have a draw in the defensive zone of the Elks. Off the drop, Alabon gets it in the corner, works it up the near boards. Taken by Deal, brings it across the line. And the throw pass off the near boards gives them a quick pass and a miss on a one-timer from the back door. A shot blocked by number 7, Matson. Deal gets the puck out of the zone. And number 7, Matson, able to dump it down deep, but it's icing, and she wasn't quite to the center line yet. And the face-off will come back into the Elks defensive zone. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period, we got a tie game at 1-1. Puck goes to the near boards on the face-off and thrown around by Grand Rapids to the far boards. Wilson throwing it up the ice to Hansberger, comes across 1-on-3. Tried to kept in by Emma Thomas, but shot out where Carly Humphrey takes a spill, took control of it, but ran into by a Grand Rapids player who sends it back behind the net and up to the point for Grand Rapids. A shot blocked by Wilson, steered into the corner. A long pass up to the mid-ice as Hansberger tries to dump it for Wilson, and the puck almost slides right through the pads and is hit. Hansberger's hit late. He goes tumbling. Usla takes the draw. Sent back to the point. Balabon takes a shot, tipped, and right into the goalie. Loose puck in the slot. She's able to cover it up. Minute 13 seconds left of the second period. We got a tie game. It's 1-1. Usla takes the draw again. Pass back. Balabon keeps it in. Henriksen makes a shot, blocked by a Grand Rapids player, and a pass into the offensive zone. Well, either way, it was offsides, and draw is in the offensive zone of the Elks. Seidel falls as the puck went by her, waved off icing. Balabon defending, a shot blocked, and another shot. A nice blocker saved by Brandt. Tony Ulm on a breakaway. Nope, she's knocked away. The Grand Rapids player fell right behind the goal. Puck comes back into the defensive zone and sent back up the near boards. Goes back into the Grand Rapids defensive zone, but punched back up into as they cross the blue line. Pass from Hansberger to Ulm. Ulm takes a shot, rebound in front, goes around the back of the goal. 24 seconds left on the clock. Pass to the slot from Seidel, and a shot, oh, it just goes wide. Ran into a little traffic. Puck is centered for Grand Rapids, and they comes bringing the puck back up into the neutral zone and throws it in deep. Grand Rapids beats our defense to it and sends it back behind the goal. 2 seconds, one, and the buzzer to end the second period. We got a tie game, folks. 1-1. Another Zamboni break, and we'll be back to conclude this game. As we're about to begin the third period, 17 minutes on the clock through the third period, and we're tied at 1-1. Hopefully this game, this period decides it. Huslid will take the draw for the Elks as the room goes silent. The drop of the puck. And Alm comes away with it, brings it into the offensive zone. Quick stop and tries to get ready to fire, but lost the puck. Sent into the defensive zone of the Elks and backhanded up the boards from Carly Humphrey, who knocks the puck away. Alm gets it, sends it up to Henderson, who throws it deep into the zone. Huslid beats her there, goes into the far corner and up to the point where Carly Humphrey shoots it on net, steered into the near corner. Knocked away by Sadell, but lost her stick. Carly Humphrey comes into the zone, takes a shot, goes off the glove of the goalkeeper and sent to the far boards where Grand Rapids would bring it up. Taken away, moved through the couple of moves as Huslid. Sent across to the near boards for Grand Rapids and ridden out by Matson. Pass across the ice to Carlson. And knocked just out of her reach. Puck goes back into the defensive zone. Seidel gives chase. A loose puck across the crease. No one there. Matson sends it up to Carlson as Grand Rapids stands still and passes it to the near boards where they head up the ice. Working back. Puck goes through the slot. Humphrey takes the stick of the Grand Rapids and pass up, and puck goes into the defensive zone of Grand Rapids as the Elks make a change. And a shot, a rocket shot from the top of the face-off circle beats Grand, and Grand Rapids scores their second goal. She may have been screened, but didn't see it, but it was a rocket shot. And the Grand Rapids Lightning goes up 2-1 with 15 minutes and 7 seconds left of the third period. Emma Thomas to take the draw for the Elks. Push back, Elks take control. Balaban backhands it up the ice into the zone, but throwing back out into the defensive zone of the Elks. Balaban throws it around the far boards and kept in by Grand Rapids. A shot spun Balaban around and thrown into the offensive zone where the other Balaban gets it, throws it up the near boards. Grand Rapids takes control. And the shot goes behind the goal. Alm gets the puck, tries to center it, but sends it all the way down for icing. 14 minutes and 24 seconds. And icing will bring the puck back into the Elks defensive zone. As now the Elks trail by 1, 2-1. Huslid takes the draw for the Elks. Puck just sitting underneath them. Huslid thrown to the ground. Thrown to the near boards, intercepted by Grand Rapids. They try and bring it out into the slot. Tony Alm gets the puck, throws it up to the center ice, intercepted by Grand Rapids. And they bring it in and throw it out to the zone. Carly Humphrey loses a tire. There's a 2-on-1, and a shot goes in front of the goal through the slot. Nobody there. Seidel battles for the puck behind the goal. Puck thrown back to the near boards. Alm fights for it along the near boards, throws it up the ice into the neutral zone, and icing is the call on the Elks. draw for the Elks. Puck taken by Annika Carlson up, picks it up the near board, throws it in and gives chase. Beats the puck behind the goal. Carries it around to the far boards to the point. Balaban blocks shot, gives Grand Rapids a possible breakaway, but Elks get back fast and take any chance of scoring away from them. A pass blocked by Hort and a second shot blocked by Hort. She's feeling that one. She'll need to change. The Elks throw it up the center ice, throw it into her, Annika Carlson, who sends it forward to Emma Thomas. And around the far boards, unable to keep it in. Hansberger gets the call, puck in the neutral zone. Gives it to Seidel, who throws it into the Grand Rapids defensive zone. Good forecheck on the Elks' part, working hard to keep it in. Wilson brings it down and taken away by Grand Rapids. It brings it up into the neutral zone. Knocked away by Carly Humphrey, and offsides would have been if they touched the puck, but Humphrey keeps the puck, brings it up through the neutral zone. Hard shot, goes just to the wide of the net. Grand Rapids gets the puck, and Thomas hits it back up the boards. Taken away by Grand Rapids. Charlie Humphrey defending. Hit the rough skates. The centering pass knocked away by Seidel. Still snuck through the crease. Seidel sends it to far boards up the ice to Huslid. Tries to make a last-ditch effort to knock it away and get into the offensive zone, but Grand Rapids gets it and sends it up the near board. Huslid, D-to-D pass to Carly. Tony Holm just missed the pass. Going off the glass into the neutral zone will give Grand Rapids a 2-on-1. And a shot goes wide in front of the goal as they send it down deep. Balaban knocks it away as Grand Rapids tries to bring it towards the back of the net. The puck makes it there. Pass to the slot, and a shot goes wide, high and wide. Pass behind for the... Someone lost a stick. That was Balaban. A quick pass into the slot. A shot saved by Brandt. Steered into the far corner. Puck goes up to the point and backhanded all the way down into the far corner. Balaban thought she had it, but ended up going the other direction behind the goal and ends up icing it. Deal will take the draw for the Elks with 10 minutes and 36 seconds left of the third period. Elks down 2-1. Both players throwing out, which will bring Carlson to take the draw. Grand Rapids got it on the point, but dumped it down the boards. Defense keeps it in, works it down the boards, knocked away. Annika Carlson takes the puck into the offensive zone, tries to take a shot, hit a stick, goes wide. Held in by Deal, puck comes through the slot. Charlie Humphrey gets the puck, is knocked out. No call. Offsides is the call. But she's okay. As the draw will be just outside the Elks defensive zone in neutral ice. Emma Thomas will take that draw with Wilson to her right. Hansberger to her left. Controlled by Grand Rapids off the draw. and sent down into the Elks defensive zone where Balaban will get it. Next to the goal, the puck got a little loose, and the puck sent up by Emma Thomas and thrown deep. Hansberger gives chase deep into the zone. Going back up the far boards. Balaban gives chase, followed closely by a Grand Rapids player. Balaban brings it behind the net, drops it to Wilson, who backhands it up to Emma Thomas, who gives it to Hansberger. Hansberger tied up, but centers the pass, and a quick shot by Wilson, steered away by the goaltender, and the puck goes all the way down to the zone, and icing will be the call on Grand Rapids. With 9 minutes and 12 seconds left of the third period, Elks are still down 2-1. Bushwick took the draw. Elks battling for it just to the right of the left of the goal. The puck goes in, hits the goalie's paddle, and covered up quickly. Puck goes to the near far boards. Shot by Balaban. Glove saved by the goalie. Puck goes behind the goal, out Grand Rapids goal, and works to the near boards. Centering pass, sent up off the stick and goes in deep into the Elk zone. Balaban back. Puck taken away behind the net. A centering pass to the point. A shot goes blocked and goes wide. Pass to the far boards. A lazy pass to the back door. No shot taken. The stick is taken out of Brandt's hands. Tony Alm takes the puck into the neutral zone before it's taken away. But Danny Henderson's there to help her out. Grand Rapids brings it back into the defensive zone of the Elks. Bushwick gets the puck, passes it up to Carlson. Carlson races for the puck, and icing is the call as she just doesn't make it there. 8 minutes and 1 second left of the third period. Elks still down 2-1. Still taking the draw. Balaban puts her sister behind the board, or behind the goal. Working the near boards is Carlson. Whoa. Sadell put her player down. Deal gets the puck at center ice, brings it into the offensive zone, and it goes to the far corner. Carlson gives chase. Puck thrown around the far boards, kept in by Balaban. Deal chasing behind the goal. Port gets there, and Grand Rapids throws it around to the near boards. Puck goes out into the slot, but Grand Rapids comes away with it and shoots it deep into the Elks defensive zone. Port goes back, sends it to the near boards. Carlson throws it up the ice, deals after it, but puck way in front and icing. With 7 minutes and 3 seconds left of the third period, the face-off will come back into the defensive zone of the Elks, as the Elks are still trailing 2-1. Thomas takes the draw. Elks win it and send it down. Icing's waved off as Wilson is a forechecker and almost kept in by Oliveria, but the Elks tag up as the puck goes back in. Puck goes into the Elks zone all the way down to the boards behind the goal. Carly Humphrey defending. Toe drag into the slot. A shot blocked by Humphrey, goes back to the point. A shot, a pass across the ice that Hansberger gets and sends it up to Wilson. Wilson dumps it deep into the Grand Rapids zone and goes for a change. Grand Rapids throws it up the ice, where it's knocked away for Oliveria, and now they have a breakaway. And a shot goes to the left of the goal. The Elks working up the near boards and are able to dump it in. Hansberger dumps it in deep behind the Grand Rapids goal. Send it around the far boards. Hendrickson knocks it away to Alm. Alm gets it, or no, that's Huslid. Huslid gets the puck and makes her way into the offensive zone behind the net. And it was a quick shot in the slot, and two shots. Grand Rapids tries to get the puck out, held in by Balaban, but ultimately shot down by Grand Rapids, and icing is the call on Grand Rapids. Really good scoring opportunity for the Elks. It was happening so fast I couldn't get it out. There was a shot dropped in the front in the crease, and another shot and a save, and then another shot right after following that. Huslid is pushed down at the draw. And there's a delayed penalty on Seidel as the Grand Rapids goalie is pulled. And the shot covered up by Brand, which will put Grand Rapids on a power play with 5 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock for the third period. Elks will be on a penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. And a timeout is called on Grand Rapids. That's surprising. I was expecting it on the Elks. What were you? With 5 minutes and 5 seconds left of the third period, the Elks go on a penalty kill for the next 2 minutes on a Seidel penalty. So it'll be 5-on-4 hockey. Got Emma Thomas and Carly Humphrey out, along with Wilson and Balaban. On the draw, Humphrey comes away with it, brings it back behind the goal, and sends it down. A weird hop off of these last boards and sent back into the defensive zone. And Grand Rapids had to tag up, and puck shot down into the Grand Rapids blue line as they come through the defensive zone. A pass to the slot, nobody could handle it. Sent back behind the goal. Grand Rapids tries to center the pass, but it goes behind the goal instead, as number 12 with the slot. That's their star scorer. Puck goes around to the far corner. Pass to the point, and a shot goes off the backboard. The pass back to the point. Thrown into the slot. Taken down, and a shot never reached the net. And another shot saved by Brandt. Sent to the behind the board, behind the goal. Thrown to the near side. Thrown back down to the goal line. On a sharp angle shot. Goes up into the far corner and out into the neutral ice, where the Elks are able to change a couple players. Grand Rapids comes in, brings it behind the goal. As they circle the net, knocked away. We got a breakaway by Carly Humphrey, who puts it off the shoulder of the goalie. Good opportunity for the Elks. Balaban back behind the Elks goal, throws it to the near boards. Humphrey comes with it and ices the puck. As the penalty is killed, Alm goes in on a forecheck. Balaban gets it on the far boards and trying to throw it in. Backhanded in where Huslid will hopefully get to the puck fast. Huslid makes a diving try. And Grand Rapids comes across the line. A shot goes off the crossbar. Crossbar is our friend. And 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third period. The Elks still down 2-1. Had an opportunity for a shorthand goal, but a shot by Carly Humphrey glances off the shoulder of their goaltender. Elks back at full strength. Loose puck in the faceoff circle. Wilson sends it up to Hansberger, brings it into the offensive zone, tries to move, knocked away by Grand Rapids, and knocked back into the zone. Balaban back, puts it off the far boards, but kept in by, overskated by Grand Rapids and sent up to Wilson. And thrown in deep by Emma Thomas. Wilson goes for a change, and the puck's going to the near corner in the Grand Rapids defensive zone. Puck thrown into the zone, goes wide of the net. Seidel gets it behind the goal, throws it up to center ice. Nobody's there. It goes by him. And Grand Rapids is in the neutral ice. Tony Olm throws it up into the offensive zone to Hendrickson. Huslid battles with the puck in the far corner. Knocked down. Grand Rapids comes around out of their defensive zone into the neutral zone. Knocked away at the last second by Huslid. Brings it behind the goal. And an intercepted pass. Oh, close one. Brandt able to get in front of that one. A shot from the slot. Puck goes to the far boards. Hendrickson reaches for it and tries to knock it away. However, taken by Huslid. Brings it into the offensive zone and takes a shot and a glove save. This time it's a timeout by the Elks. For 56.3 seconds. Elks are down 2-1. will be in the Elks offensive zone. They pulled Brant, will have an extra attacker. 56 seconds left. Emma Thomas will take the draw. Wilson to her right. Hansberger behind her. Huslid to her left. The puck goes to the point. And a shot by Humphrey goes off a skate. Thrown into the zone all the way down. It should be icing. Icing will bring it back into the offensive zone with 45.5 seconds left of the third period. Brant is not in net, giving the Elks an extra attacker. Emma Thomas takes the draw, wins the bat. Oh, unfortunately able to draw it out of the zone. Carly Humphrey throws it across the ice into the zone. Taken by Seidel and thrown back up into the zone, offensive zone. Huslid gives chase. Kept in by Humphrey. Throwing up the boards. Seidel throws the puck. And an open net goal for Grand Rapids with 14.4 seconds left. It's down 3-1 with 10 seconds left on the clock. Annika Carlson brings it in, tries to shoot, shoots wide. Madsen gets the puck, sends it behind the net. As the horn sounds, Grand Rapids takes the game at 3-1. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Good to see you. Happy New Year.